April from Just Say Scrap, close to my heart, and we are here with our 52nd Technique Tuesday.
Woohoo! 1 year.
Hey, 1 year. So that means we've hit a year, and we are super excited. Thank you to everybody who's joined our journey, over 200 subscribers. So that's pretty awesome. And thank you to everybody who, when you see us and tell us you love our videos and all those, that's great inspiration for us. So, we are very happy, and thank you for joining us on this yearly journey.
Yes, and for our year journey, we brought you to a special spot. This is one of my favorite spots in Smuggler's Notch, my rock. I come here often, yes. So I just wanted to share this place with you, and hope you enjoy.
And we're sorry it's a little loud, but we hope you can hear us. So, for today's technique, we will be doing rock and roll stamping. So, would you like to say a little bit about that? No? Okay, well, we'll just get right to it then.
Today, with our rock and roll stamping, we are going to be using the Colorful Texture Story by Stacy stamp. It's a wonderful stamp, especially for this technique because it has a few stamps that are solid, and it will work really well with this technique. With the rock and roll stamping, you want to make sure that you have a lighter color and a darker color, or we can do it the same way as we showed you with the base and shade stamping, where you can second generation your stamp. And let's begin. I'm going to open this up. This is a brand new stamp. So remember, when you have a brand new stamp, it comes with a carrier sheet.
Unfortunately, we didn't have this one when we did our story.
Yes, I know.
But now that we have it, we might go back.
And be careful. If you have a smaller stamp that's on the carrier sheet, you want to be gentle when you're taking it off. Just, I mean, they are sturdy, but you don't want to be too rough with it.
So I know she's also seasoning it at the same time, but if you're having trouble putting it on the stamp and getting those bubbles, like there's bubbles in here, they honestly don't matter. You can just put this with the stamping side up or down and just go like this.
Perfect. And I'm still trying. This is a very big one to season, so.
While she's doing that, I'll season some of the other ones.
Yeah, because this is bigger than my hand.
You can see actually through it.
Yes.
That
You,
it's better. So
you could.
I think you're good.
Okay.
Let's try on some scrap paper first. For this, you're going to need bigger scrap paper.
Definitely.
So.
And you want to make sure that you turn over your Versamat and use the stamping side.
Don't mind our scrap paper yellow.
And I'm going to use the Sweet Leaf, which is the lightest color that we have.
And just because it's a big stamp and we're testing it, she's just going to do the whole entire thing in Sweet Leaf first.
Yes.
And then you'll find out what rock and roll means.
So this looks like it's pretty much inked up, but I'm still going to test it out. And I'm going to actually do it one more time, because there is a lot of area that has to be inked. This is the lighter color. Like I said, this is our Sweet Leaf. And then I'm going to use New England Ivy, because what we do with the rock and roll, you're first going to ink up your stamp in your lighter ink. So I'm going to ink this up again.
And once again, if you want to try different colors, I suggest you try them on a scrap beforehand.
See if they work well together.
And you don't have to just do this with light colors. We suggest you do, just because of what you're about to do, but...
And this is a large stamp, so usually when you rock and roll, you take the whole stamp and you rock and roll it, but I'm gonna rock and roll this along the edges that I can, whoops.
You get some in the middle, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so just wanted to show that you can use this with a larger stamp.
It doesn't have to be perfect. Just remember, nothing perfect in
And we're gonna like that.
That looks so cool.
Yes, it does. And to show you that we could do it with a smaller stamp, and it's a little bit easier to roll it, I'm gonna ink it up.
You will have ink on the edges of this one. So if you want to have something handy to just wipe it down,
Yes.
go for it.
So this is the sweet leaf. I inked it up in the sweet leaf. And now I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna roll it around in the, which one was this? New England Ivy. And we're gonna stamp it like that. And that's how it comes
just
out.
for fun, you guys have that one.
And for fun, we're doing a flat one.
You could also do like hearts and stars and all of it.
So if you wanted to like rock and roll this one, we just, like I said,
And also remember how we did the,
we're just
what was
gonna,
that one called? The one with the half? I'm drawing a blank right now because I'm thinking rock and roll. But you could also do something like this with making these half colors as well.
horizontal shading.
Yes, that one.
So what I'm going to show you now is how to do it with second generation stamping. So here's our paper, and we are going to be using Fern. So what I'm going to do with our stamp, I'm going to use the round stamp that we used. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my stamp in the Fern. I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to tap it off, and then I'm going to stamp it on our project sheet, and then again in the Fern ink, go around and rock and roll it so that ink gets around the edge of the stamp, and then I'm going to go over the stamp again where on the good paper and ink it up. So there you have.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm even learning things.
And so that's rock and rolling with second generation stamping.
And we hope that you've enjoyed our rock and roll stamping. We are rocking and rolling on the rock. Also, before we are done, we just wanted to tell you that we do have 10 brand new colors that have now been released September 1st. So we have them in ink form, so we will share those with you quickly.
They also come in cardstock and the re-inkers. So
And they are going to be featured in the new paperback. So, all right. So we have lilac.
and then we have nectarines
Then we have ballerina,
and Carolina,
peach.
candy apple, beautiful red,
Yes. We have mint,
and bluebird,
sage,
and clover.
and that's all 10. So we hope you enjoy our new colors. You got the darker ones, I got the lighter ones. But they are very, very pretty. We've been working with them and we love them. So we are sad to see some of the old colors go, but we hope you love these new ones. And we will see you next Tuesday to continue with our Stamping 101.
We're gonna rock and roll.
Wanna rock and roll all night. No.
So this, yeah, sure. So this is pretty cool. It actually has some writing on it.
No, that was writing on the scrap paper.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Sorry.